So, Team Rocket's an evil organization, you say? Think again. Hello, and welcome back, YouTubers, to another episode of Pokemon Theories, the show where 9 out of 10 doctors agree Professor Oak isn't really a professor, and going to the gym doesn't mean pumping iron. Today's Pokemon Theory: is Team Rocket evil, as everyone thinks they are? Well, estimating degrees of evil is somewhat hard. I mean, this isn't Fable after all. But first, let's ask the question, what is evil? And let's define that so we all have a clear understanding of it. Evil, in its most general context, is taken as the opposite of that which is ascribed as being good. Often, evil is used to denote profound immorality. However, elements that are commonly associated with evil involve unbalanced behavior involving expediency, selfishness, ignorance, or neglect. A basic definition that will suit this theory, but we are going to focus on the immorality for now. Team Rocket is one of the antagonists of Red and Blue as well as Gold and Silver. While not being the main target, they do play a big part in shaping the protagonist's role into being a hero. Let's face it, without Team Rocket, perhaps Red and Gold, or Ethan, would not have been as heroic as we all may have thought. But the general consensus is Team Rocket is evil, right? Think again. Remember that immorality I mentioned earlier? That is the important part of this theory. The question is not, was Team Rocket evil, but rather, whose morality is legislated? Who is in charge of the laws governing Pokemon? Who enforces the rules? And who creates the laws in the first place? In a couple episodes, Ash quotes that there is some kind of PokeLeague rulebook, and there definitely are officers, but not very many in the games. You can see guards here and there, but just not really an overall strong presence. For both the game and the anime, not only is there a lack of responsibility on this front, but an excess of self-righteous conquest. While Team Rocket has been known to steal Pokemon, that action is widely regarded by all as wrong or immoral. However, Team Rocket has been involved in a lot of other things as well, which are in no way immoral. I mean, think about it. One person doesn't represent the entire company. One person does a couple bad things, or a small piece of the company does a couple bad things. That doesn't necessarily mean they reflect the company as a whole. From operating a casino to selling Pokemon, these actions are not by any accounts illegal or evil. And the first time Red encounters Team Rocket, they are digging up fossils and selling them. Not an illegal action by any means. They are, after all, just protecting their investment. That digging equipment wasn't free. So somebody coming in with a bunch of Pokemon and taking all their fossils would seem more immoral than just selling them. And how about Nugget Bridge? Red was asked to join and challenged. Perhaps a bit overzealous, but there is nothing illegal about asking people to join an organization most of the time. Then there was the incident with the rocket that dug up a person's house in Cerulean City. After defeated, the rocket apologizes and returns the TM. And then the guy that had it stolen doesn't even want it back. Apologizing doesn't seem so evil. There are some examples where Team Rocket were pretty evil though, such as stealing Cubone Skulls, Slowpoke Tails, and forcing Pokemon to evolve. But the main focus of Team Rocket is world domination through Pokemon and big business. And they do a pretty good job under the current leadership of Giovanni. Running the game corner is the equivalent of a casino. And that definitely is not evil or illegal. And selling Pokemon is not either. Have you ever seen a law that says you can't offer a Pokemon as a prize? So while the organization as a whole may be demonized, they are not as evil as everyone makes them seem after a quick look at their actions. But the anime is a bit different. As a whole, the organization in the anime can be seen trying to steal Pokemon yet again. And again, it's a very shady practice that is widely regarded as evil or selfish. But then again, there are many instances where Team Rocket are not stealing but rather catching large groups of Pokemon. This can be seen in Pokemon the first movie. Giovanni has Mewtwo suspend a large herd of Tauros in the air while Team Rocket catches them with Pokeballs. Is there something illegal about that? In Kalos, up to 5 Pokemon can be encountered at once. And while you can only catch one at a time, it's still not against any rules. So what about Jesse and James, the notorious outlaws in the second episode, right? While Team Rocket are basically some of the biggest dicks in the first few encounters, after that they really don't continue the trend. There are plenty of times where Jesse and James can be seen catching a large number of wild Pokemon, and Ash comes along and destroys their devices for legitimately capturing groups of dangerous, wild Pokemon. There are many examples where you can see Team Rocket just capturing rare and wild Pokemon using nets, cages, or other means. Yet there is no laws outright stating how someone must capture a Pokemon. Ash, a 10-year-old boy who is obviously not bound by the laws of the land and feels the need to exercise the authority of his own justice. Who's the real villain here? But Proto, putting Pokemon in cages and nets is horrible. Team Rocket is evil, and Giovanni wears a suit. Yes, all those things may be correct, comment section. But let's be serious a minute. In our world, if we didn't put up cages in the zoo for animals like tigers, there would be a lot worse things going on than just the prices at the zoo. So, in many cases, caging up the Pokemon they capture might not be as evil as people think. And if they were not going to be the specific Pokemon's trainer, why would they capture it in a Pokeball? It seems much more realistic to cage a Pokemon and let their trainer who purchases the Pokemon to capture it. But Proto, the cages are evil. Excuse me, but can you please explain the difference between being in a cage and being in a Pokeball? Both are extreme confined spaces and both prevent escape. So how is a cage worse again? Because in a Pokeball, it's definitely not the natural environment for a Pokemon. So now, after all this evidence, there is one last thing that will support this argument. Spoilers ahead for those who haven't seen Pokemon Origins. In Pokemon Origins, Giovanni defeats Red in a confrontation at Silphco. After Giovanni states that his Charizard is a useless treasure, Red responds by asking him why Team Rocket are so terrible to Pokemon. Giovanni responds by stating Pokemon are for business and a little sacrifice is needed. After a short back and forth, Red states Pokemon are our friends, not tools of business. Giovanni states that Red not only let his friend lose, but he let his friend get hurt and lie defeated. Giovanni, the leader of the so-called evil organization, may not be the nicest person, but what he said was true. Red's brashness allowed his Pokemon to be harmed greatly and to be defeated. Those heroes, Ash, Red, and Gold, without Team Rocket being demonized, no one would have cared. It's almost comparable to today's big business. So next time someone says Team Rocket is evil, think about what's going on. And is that really evil? Once again, Pokemaniacs, thanks for watching. And please support my show by clicking that like button. If you like this theory, please check out my playlist, where I have 60 theories waiting for you to watch. Don't agree with this theory? Go ahead, post your comments in the section below. And as always, drop your own theory down there as well if you want me to answer it. I am Protomario, and I'm signing out. Good gaming, and God bless. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. And now, time for a service announcement from the Maverick Army. Tired of the norm? Is it time for a revolution? Join the rebellion and become a Maverick today by subscribing to Protomario. Remember, together, we can create a new world order of gaming. Mavericks unite. Please note that in all my videos, if I use images from Google, that I do not own any of those images, and all images obtained from Google are owned by their respective owners and copyrights. So please remember this when watching my Pokemon theories. Thanks.